this is where we talk about Ghana. All right. From business environment culture. I mean, for naturally a diasporan like yourself,
Yeah.
with no background, no Ghanaian background, definitely no Ghanaian background, to take a risk and come and do business.
Yes.
From your experience right now, what are the pros and cons of actually doing business?
I actually made a few notes regarding.
Oh, that it's serious, man. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Hey, this is
Ghana, we need to take a big listen to this, man.
So, okay, basically, one of the many issues that I have noticed here in Ghana. I'm not going to bother with the notes. Forget the notes. Okay. All right.
from the heart.
Number one, there is virtually zero customer service in Ghana. The next thing I notice is going back to the employers, they pay their staff the bare minimum that they're required to pay. Now, how is it then that you want to have productivity, you want to have good sales, you want your customers to be friendly with your staff to be friendly with your customers, but they're hungry because they're not getting enough money to buy something to eat, transport. They've got all these worries on the job.
Yeah.
Right? But how can somebody sleep comfortable at night paying somebody 700 CDs in a month? I mean, I have guys that work for me on my estate. They're not directly working for me. I mean, one of the guys come and do some chores at the house. Right? He works maybe 2-3 days, not full days, a few hours a day for 3 days a week. Right? And he also helps with security on the estate.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
And when he wanted to renew his tenancy, he didn't have enough money because he had to pay 500 CDs a month, 6,000 CDs that he did not have, right? So me, along with some other people, we came up with that money for him to make sure that he had somewhere to sleep. Because if he doesn't have somewhere to live and he's homeless or he doesn't have anything to eat, that can compromise. That makes him vulnerable to bribes. It makes him vulnerable. Somebody can say, "Oh, I'll give you this 200 CD. Let me in. Let me go. And rob somebody's house."
For those watching from abroad, 700 cities is about $45 to $50 a month. So it's bare bones.
Exactly
At the current,
$50 a month.
at the
At
current exchange.
And that basically both UK and America, that is way below.
Well,
That
that's
is-
not even a day's worth of pay that you can give
Yeah,
somebody.
but I mean that is something I would not get up my bed for. I'm not being boastful or anything like that, but I would not get up my bed for that for 1 hour.
because
I'm serious.
me being a Ghanaian on this show right now, I mean generally 700 Ghana cedis. Funny enough, a degree is like a starting point. A degree holder, generally is like a starting point. Even and it's something where we're so used to. We're so used to getting paid that kind. So even an SHS graduate, when you're paying 700 cedis, would feel like that is an okay pay because that is what we're used to, unfortunately. But and this is something that we need to give props to, especially the diasporans coming in, to let a lot of Ghanaian entrepreneurs realize that we're really underpaid, and it's really, if you sit down, is it one of the reasons why we are so corrupt and why it's like we're always finding the fastest means to make money? Is this thing really a serious issue that is causing most Ghanaians to just have that corrupt mindset like that?
Well, it's living in. So I see it as they're living in survival mode, right? You gotta survive. I mean, gosh, you go to they can't even think about going to somewhere like Palace to shop or what's the other one, Malcolm. Shop,
Yeah, very true.
So it's just a survival. They gotta top up the salary somehow, and that's why a concern for us as diasporans that if you're underpaying your security, you have security working for 12 hours a day, and at the end of the month you're giving them 700 CDs,
Mhm.
it leaves them vulnerable.
Okay.
So, for example, I came from the UK.
Mhm.
You know, to be a police officer in the UK,
Mhm.
they do a credit check
Mhm.
on you.
Mhm.
Because if you're found to be heavily in debt, for example, it makes you vulnerable to bribes, right? So they're making sure that when they, when they employ you as a police officer, that there's no debt that will, cause you to be
Easily compromised.
easy target to accept bribes. And that's, I mean, bribing in England is illegal anyway, right? Because that is a direct ticket straight to prison. Bribe.
Oh, for
Right?
real?
Over here, I see it. It's blatant. It's blatant.
It's like, it's a
And this is from
language,
the
man.
top to the bottom. It's blatant
Mm.
bribe, and it's like accepted in society.
Wow.